Hi everyone, this is Juliet from StreamLicensing, and I'm here today to show you what you need to do to keep your radio station website compliant with the performance rights organizations ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, and Sound Exchange. So to get and keep your radio station website in compliance, you're going to need at least 2 pieces of code. These 2 pieces of code are absolutely mandatory, and they always need to be working correctly at all times. Otherwise, you might end up having to face some pretty serious financial consequences. So, to get these 2 pieces of code, which are the player code and the validation seal code, you need to go to StreamLicensing.com and log into your broadcasters area. Once you're at your broadcasters area, you go to the quick links on the right and you click My Streams, and then you're taken to this page. So to get your player code, go down to My Streams, click the green pencil on the far right, and then go down almost to the very bottom of the page. And you have all these wonderful buttons that you can pick. You can pick any one of these buttons to have on your radio station website, whichever one you like best. For sake of this example, I'm going to choose this blue button. So to pick the button, I just click on it one time, a window comes up, and all this stuff inside the box is the code you're going to need to paste on your website. So to get the code, you just put your cursor inside the box, choose Select All, choose Copy to copy it to your clipboard, close this window, go over to your website, paste it in your website, in the HTML portion of your website, paste, and when you paste this code in, you want to make sure that you do not alter it in any way. Don't alter it or change it in any way except to align the image, like left, center, right. But other than that, please do not alter this code, because if you alter this code in any way, it could not work properly, which could put you out of compliance with the performance rights organization, and that's a consequence you may not want to face. So there's the player code. The next piece of code we're going to go get is the validation seal code. So you go up here to My Stations. Click the green pencil on the far right just like you did before. Scroll down to the bottom. Here's the badge. Here's a preview of the badge. Here's the code inside this box. Put your cursor, click once to put your cursor inside the box. Select All, Copy. So you've got this code copied to your clipboard now. You go back to your website, paste the code in. Again, don't alter it in any way except to align the image. And there you go. So you've got your 2 most important pieces of code that you need to maintain your compliance with the pros, the player code and the validation seal code. And you do have the option to get other code while you're on this page. You can get Now Playing code, you can get your mobile app code, and you can get your widget code. But you don't need those so much to maintain your compliance. Those are just for I call them vanity codes. So they're for vanity to make your radio station look good and deliver a good experience to your listeners. Okay, so now that you've got the code that you need to maintain your compliance, you want to go to your website and you want to check the code to see if it works properly. So here's just an idea of what your code is going to look like when you put it on your website. So the player and the validation seal. So first we want to check the player and see if it's compliant. Now, the requirements for this code to work properly are that it has to follow the 2-click rule. And the 2-click rule means that a person has to click 2 times before the player window opens and the player starts. And also, as the player window is opening, the page has to go from the listen page back to the website. So we have to make sure that all that is happening for this to be compliant with the requirements for the performance rights organizations. So we're going to see if it follows the 2-click rule. So here's the first click. Here's the second click. Now when I click this, This player window is going to open up, which it does, and then behind this player window, I shouldn't see the listen page. When I close this window, I should see my website again. And I do. So that player button works just like it's supposed to. Good. Okay. So the validation seal. I want to check that for one thing specifically. Of course it's validated because this is the seal. This validation seal is what the performance rights organizations will click on to see if you're compliant. So they'll check to see if you're validated, and they're also going to check your website address. So you want to make sure the website address that's here matches the website address of your radio station. So as you can see, we have Love Rainbow Radio here. Here's the radio station website in the address bar, Love Rainbow Radio. So that matches. If it doesn't match, what you need to do is go back here to My Stations and you need to edit some info. Okay? So go here where it says website address, put the address of wherever your player button and validation seal is located, and usually that's a radio station website. So put it right here in this box, and then make sure when you're done that you go down and you save the changes. And so that way you will end up being compliant with the performance rights organizations. So there you have it, guys. That's what you need to do to get and keep your radio station website in compliance with the performance rights organizations, ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, and Sound Exchange. And if you need any help, let us know.